does it last?
Oh, it has a place where you can charge it. So it
Okay,
lasts quite a few nights, and then I'll charge it.
but the machine itself, does it last for a decade or 2 decades?
I've
Last
had it
for
for now almost a year, I feel like. So far
okay.
going strong. I think it'll last a long time because it's rechargeable.
Wow. Okay.
So on the Jade Roller, Kiko, I haven't used it, but I was using a red light machine like that, but the one that actually pushes all the lymph off your face. They're quite inexpensive. I did notice a difference. I would use also, and I should grab it, a gua sha, but the gua sha is my gua sha. I kept breaking the jade and the rose quartz gua shas because they fall on the floor and they easily in my bathroom and they just kept smashing. And I actually got the one that is made by the same material that they make spaceships with. And when you roll this actual gua sha over ice, it cuts through ice. It's got a special frequency.
Wow.
And I will say that if I am, and I didn't bring it because I'm not using it at the moment, before about a year, every morning I would get up, do red light and do it at night too. And you do notice a difference. Like, especially like I've done a video where I've done face to face. And you do notice because
Wow.
lymph.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marabella. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Tony, unless there's any more questions for Marabella.
Just share us that link.
Yes, I will find it.
Share it in the private chat. I will drop it. And I will collect any links needed after. And I can always add them later to the videos. So Tony.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm going to learn a lot because I actually, like most of my life, I don't really use much. I've never worn foundation. Only started like the last year using a bit more makeup or eyeliner and things. But even my facial, I had a friend recommend some products from Ordinary. But again, I don't know. I don't use a lot. I forget half the time. I actually don't really. The only things I use every single day is my friend's cacao. As Sky knows, I love cacao and chocolate. So she was like, even your moisturizer is chocolate. So my friend makes this. It's a cacao 100% natural body butter. And then my friends all my friends in my area make homemade things. It's because I want to learn how to make my own things, but I use sometimes. I find on the Raw lifestyle, like you don't really need a lot. Like for me, living in the tropics as well, and my skin's always naturally moisturized. But this is the deodorant that I've had this for like 6 months, and it's still. This is lemongrass oil. I don't even know what else you put. I just trust because they know how natural I am, but it's usually 3 ingredients or less. Like my recipes. I got this from my other friend, Island Natural, which is a body oil. Use that now and again. And this face serum. I do know what's in this one. But again, I don't even use them every day. But that's why I want to learn a lot from you guys. But this is just sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, frankincense, lemon peel. But that's it. Coconut. The daily one. So the daily 2 I do use is coconut oil to take my eye makeup off. I use this virgin coconut cold pressed and cacao butter. And then sometimes if I get little dry parts, I'll put more on throughout the day. And that's it. I don't really. My main thing is hydration. And I've done a lot of mine. I focus more internally, but now as I'm getting older, I want to learn more about some products, what I can use. But this seems to be serving me. I feel, I'm 41 and I have a few wrinkles, but I think for me it's all internal. So I'm focusing more how I can cleanse within and using a lot of mineralizing ingredients. So like the greens, I have a lot of fruits for hydration. yeah, I make sure I go to sleep. I think my foundation of everything is enough sleep. I go to bed around 9 p.m. and I'm up around 5, sometimes earlier. And then just making sure I drink a lot of lemon water in the morning. That really helps my bowels movement, and I'm out the door and I'm in nature by 6 a.m. So having these rituals a day regularly, and this is every day I'm doing these. I call them the bookends of the day. In the morning, I just I drink plenty of water, lemon water, before I leave the house. I get enough sleep, and then even my teeth. I brush my teeth with bicarb. Everything's as natural as possible. I don't really use. Friends leave products here and there, and I might try a few things, but I'm quite inconsistent with a routine as such. I don't. Yeah, I'm very cautious in what I use, and I focus more internally. But as I say now, getting older, I do want to learn more about see if I can continue keeping my skin glowing. Like I say, I am in the tropics. I do get the sun. I've got a nice tan at the moment because I have been in the sun a little bit more than usual. But yeah, I live in the tropics all year round, so I think that can help my skin. What else do I like? Washing my hair, even coconut oil, washing my hair. And I say sometimes some products, my friends, what am I using at the moment with the conditioner? Even that was just coconut oil. I wash my hair once a week. It's very minimal. I don't really use a lot of products, but yeah.
Lemon balm that you mentioned, is that you? Was that DIY?
All of these are what my friends have made, and they're all local. They're not. I wanted to sell some of them online. I think Island Natural, she may start doing overseas products, but every one of my friends are all about just essential oils and vegan or plant-based. Even like my lip gloss is just coconut oil. Yeah, I just try and I like the idea. Like Sky's book's amazing. I'm learning a lot because I want to start getting creative. I was always been quite lazy with skincare and
the one that I was asking was in a glass container, like small one.
Deodorant.
What's that?
This is my deodorant. This one's lemongrass, and I don't know. Yeah, I should have actually got some more information. It's because I just brought them on just because I thought, well, what can I show? Because I don't know. Like, what do I use? I would say my two staples is body butter, my cacao, shea butter, and coconut oil. I use it for everything. It's like my cleaning products. I just use apple cider vinegar or any vinegar and bicarb to clean my house. And that's it.
Amazing. Can I ask you, with the coconut oil and washing your hair, doesn't your hair get oily? I could never, whenever I got out with coconut oil, my hair was so oily.
So what I found, depending on, I used to wash my hair a lot less in the UK in heat because I didn't ever go in like the sea and things like that. Here, maybe once or twice a week. So the less I wash it, the better it is here because the water's it's different. I think it's harder here. But I do find the cleaner my body is, that doesn't really react. I started to use sometimes the charcoal soap. I'm finding I don't know if I'm just lucky, or and maybe my body will shift and I'll try things, but I find the less I use, the better, and I focus more internal on what I'm eating. When I'm eating, like if I have a lot more green juices, there I just naturally my skin is glowing. I do recommend, for me, the shea butter but I even sometimes forget to put that on. I really want to, as much as I can. Oh, and aloe vera. I have aloe vera in my garden, and sometimes I put it on my eyes here on the evening. But
yes, I bought mine.
Yeah, but I don't. If I'm honest, I don't know a lot about what how we can. I've always focused on let's do the internal focus on that and clean out the gut, because everything stems from there. So for me, if that's my number one priority, that is what, everything else is a bonus. But I want to learn a lot from you ladies. So yeah, I'll try things. I'm open to trying things, but I am one of those. That's why this lifestyle works for me as well. I'm quite lazy. Like, I don't want to create in the kitchen too much. I'm more with the dogs, and I'm out on hikes. But as I'm getting older, I am seeing more wrinkles, and it'd be nice to do things naturally to on the skin to help them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I feel like I'm quite lucky, and I've never worn foundation, so everyone sees my skin always like this. And I don't go in the sun all day, but I don't even use sun cream or anything. I cover up as best as I can. So I'm a more the comments.
So, Tony, can I also ask, with the deodorant, the reason I had to use something a bit stronger in the end was when I started doing running and a Pilates class back to back, is nothing natural, even purchased ones, would not stop me having, not that I sweat a lot, but the smell, like as in like it wasn't enough, even purchased ones. Do you find that's enough for intense workouts?
Yeah, I used to suffer sweating a lot. I don't know if since going raw, I don't personally. And sometimes I'll use bicarb to dry it up sometimes, and that's a neutralizer. I don't, or I put some essential oils and things. But no, I don't feel, and I don't over shower as well, even though I'm in a hot country. I do think that I'm not, because you're raw. So I think in time that would, for me, I don't really, sometimes I get extra sweating, but I've never felt, I hope I haven't ever felt that I smell. But essential oils, lemongrass is one of my favorite with bicarb, but say this one I'll use here and there. But yeah, I've not nearly needed anything strong.
Cool. Does anyone else have any questions for Tony?
I just wonder that cacao butter that you mentioned. Can
yeah.
you show inside like how it looks like and how the texture is? It
Well, I'm gonna get the I should have done it before. Sorry, ladies. And I stick with it as well. This is lovely.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
This is
And
good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not even dark, is it? Yeah. So I pay 600 Thai baht for this. She does me, I think I get a discount, so it's a lot more. It's very luxurious, and it lasts me so long. Like, it lasts me months and months. I can't remember. I mean,
It's
this is
creamy. It's not
creamy.
thick.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of not too thick.
Wow.
so wait,
It's
what's
luxurious.
the ingredient?
I'll do, I'll get the I'll share on here after. I'll find out the exact ingredient. I was really
Okay.
surprised because normally they're on the side, but I do trust my friends because they know how selective I am. And they always get me to try everything. I'm always trying. It's like all of these, this is my second time of using this. It lasts me 8 months maybe. And then I've had this for a year, the Island Natural Glow. I think this has got like citrus, almond oil. What's that? I have grapeseed oil, a lot of essential oils. Yeah, but I like the body butters better than the oils personally. Just like how they feel on my. But again, it's not every day I use them.
So somebody's, I'm not sure if they're being serious though. So you don't apply that moisturizer to your face, do you? Or is it your face, your body?
If I feel like it's a little dry, maybe, but I don't know.
Okay, I don't think that person was serious anyway, but that's good information. Also, because there is cacao in it, the theobromine is like the caffeine, and caffeine is really great. It brings blood flow to the skin. And that will bring repair. So I just thought I'd add that in.
And just to wash, to take, I just on the evening is the coconut oil, and then I just use filtered water to wash my face. And then I do use bicap. I know some people say it's too harsh on your skin, but pretty much I was doing it every day actually for a long time, using bicap to take in the shower. But now I just use it when I wash my hair now, so like once or twice a week max. And it still, I don't feel there's any difference. But I'm always open to trying things. But every time I try things, I don't notice much difference. Like I'll use the bottle or whatever, and like I use some of the Ordinary products, the hydrocolloid. I was using that, and then I was just like, I don't know if I'm noticing any difference. I'm quite skeptical, if I'm honest. I'd love to see something. I think also it could be a placebo. You know, you think things work. And I did a lot of studies at university, and I read a really interesting book. Oh, what was the name? And it was showing us, you know, like about how toothpaste, the conditioning of when it foams, and the same with the shampoo. When it foams, it feels like you're feeling like it's cleaning. When it's stripping, it's actually doing more damage. And they were just calling out a lot of marketing BS out there and all the myths. So I am very skeptical on products and things. So my main focus is always let's focus on the food, as natural as I can, where I feel called to. Like all my food, everything, the way I move now is way more intuitive rather than just grabbing things because that's what everyone else is doing. My friends will recommend things that if it feels, no, I'll try it. Or I just go, I go through different phases. Like I'm very, the most simple is better for me. And just in general, just in my life, I've been stripping away and doing a lot less. I am very blessed because I do have the sun. I have the seawater here. I have the lush green around me, you know, and I'm focusing more on that than these, because we have to be careful because we can get trapped in the external and not focusing on what we're putting into the body. If we focus on that the most, that's what you become and lose. So yeah, I would say that is the biggest thing for me. That's been the change, you know, the change. And I've always been like, say, even just cautious in what I put on. If I put it onto my body, I'm thinking, would I eat this as well? I'm like, if it's going into your skin, you know, our skin is the biggest organ of the body. So if you're going to absorb all those chemicals and toxic, like I am so sensitive to lots of things. I started the castor oil. Again, I'll try things. Castor oil has really good, I've had great benefits, especially for anti-aging, wrinkles. So I was trying those on my little wrinkles here and there. But after what I noticed, I was doing it with aloe vera and castor oil just around the eyes on the evening, but it started to get irritated. I was irritated with it. I don't know anybody else recommends something, but I just didn't. So I just stopped. So I'm really conscious of even some natural products as well. You know, I see how it feels on my skin, but I find the less is better for me.
That's great.
Thank you. Now, I was going to bring up JJ just because I don't think she's staying very long. So if I bring you up.
Hey, JJ.
Okay, so nice to see everybody. I actually messaged Sky and told her that this podcast for me is more of a learning experience because I really don't have a beauty type routine. I use aloe. Of course, I drink lemon and ginger water. And basically, I'm very basic. Not only my meals, but I don't really use a whole lot of products. I did notice that when I was putting makeup on before, like when I first went raw vegan, that things that didn't matter before started like burning my eyes. I almost think I got more sensitive to lotions and things like that. But our big thing we use around here is aloe and shea butter and some cocoa butter too. So that is the main thing. But mostly I connected my page because I'm so excited for my audience to hear, and I'm excited to learn. I've already learned so much from just hearing you guys talk so far. So I'm excited for that. And I thank you guys for inviting me, and thank you for having me in the bundle and for being part of this podcast. I appreciate it. Hello to everybody in the comments. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it and all the amazing questions.
Also, I should have probably said earlier, do you want to share, because I'll get Marabella and Tony to share what they've contributed to the bundle, but do you want to just share what you've contributed?
Yes, I have the book Raw Vegan Doesn't Have to Be Hard. Let me show you the easy way. It's basically a book just showing my 3 fill-up framework and talking about how most approaches to raw vegan kind of make it too complicated. And it shows you how to be confident in your diet and also in social situations, but also as kind of a practical guide, and also one that talks about just small sustainable changes and not having to change everything all at once. So I think it'd be good for beginner, new vegans. And it kind of talks a little bit about how I became this from the standard American diet. So I'm really excited for that. And I'm looking forward to reading everyone's info, especially your book, Sky. It's going to be awesome. There's so much in there. I can't get over all the stuff that is in there for just $50. It is an amazing deal. Like, I wish I had this when I was the first, starting out as a raw vegan.
Oh.
Thank you. Yes, the bundle is on. We've got links below, depending where you are, if you want to check that out. But now we'll bring up Lisa. Sorry, does anybody have any questions for JJ?
I do. You
Yes.
say that you're very simple, but I look at your hair and it looks so pretty. What do you use for your hair?
Actually, I use like an all natural vegan shampoo that my sister got for me. And it's just called Naturals, I think it is. But I don't really wash it as often as I used to. I noticed that before I was raw vegan, I would wash my hair every day and blow dry it. Now I just kind of comb it out. I let it air dry. I don't really use any like gel or mousse or anything in it anymore, which is unheard of I used to have like really curly hair. So like every day I would be curling it, scrunching it, putting the little, when I grew up, we had the curling irons, and it's just, I would dye it a lot. And now it's just kind of more a simple routine. I don't know if that happens when you get into raw vegan. It's just kind of like I think someone else was saying, certain things will just irritate your skin and hair that you don't feel like you paid any attention to your whole life, And now I'm like, I don't want to dry it out. I don't want to, dry it or put, hair dye on it, as, obviously, if you can see when you zoomed in on me, my couple of gray hairs there. But I just think it makes you become more of a natural products kind of person, just starting by what we put in our body.
Yeah.
And thank you for that compliment. I was like, I didn't think that much of it. But
It looks beautiful. It's nice and shiny.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring Lisa up.
Woo! Okay, like coming after Tony, I'm like, oh my gosh,
I know. I was like,
So
I
much.
didn't want to go after
I
that
know.
one.
But I will say, Tony, I love what you said about it. It all starts inside. It's all about what we put in our body, the hydration we have, the sleep, the movement, the sun, the laughter, the joy, like all of that is like the base, the foundation. Now, I want to say I'm a skincare junkie. I like really am into skincare. And I think the reason why I am is because it's a time where I can spend with myself and I can put on, as many creams as I want. Cause every time I put it on, I'm doing a face massage and I'm just like, to me, it's a ritual. It's like, it's not the products. Obviously I like to choose the products because I love them, but I don't choose them because I'm scared of the wrinkles or I think that I'm going to get a benefit from this, because all I do is I just want to spend time with my skin, with myself, and enjoying it. So, but I do like to geek out on stuff, and I've got a bunch of stuff to show you guys. So I'm going to start off with showing, I made Sky your oatmeal mask.
Oh, yay, because I didn't bring that one. So good for you.
Yes. So
That
I'm
looks
going to wear this
amazing.
tonight after the call, because that's going to be my mask tonight. But I'm going to start with for cleanser. I have a few different cleansers. I'm really, really in love with the company Osea for those who follow me, you know that I use a lot of Osea products. Everything's vegan, and it's, you know, they use a lot of sea ingredients and stuff. They're really, really good. So I have the Ocean Cleanser that I really like. But when I'm exfoliating, I really like Eminence Organics. So I've been using this brand for over 20 years, and they harvest their herbs and stuff biodynamically. So they'll harvest like with moon cycles and all that kind of stuff, like really, really super cool company from Hungary. And so Eminence Organics, the Barbados cherry enzyme cleansing powder is awesome. I like to use this for a scrub, but I also like to use like sugar scrubs and stuff like that, homemade things for the exfoliation. And then after, I like the birch water essence from Eminence as a toner. So I'll put the toner on, and then I have my my two favorite products. I also use the hyaluronic acid from Osea. This one. I also have a bunch of stuff from a company called Oliveda. I've been trying them out just to see, and I do like their products. But again, I like when you said like you try a product and it's like, am I noticing? But it's because we're already like really hydrated, we're eating really good foods and all that stuff. So it's more just the, you know, just the act or the experience of it. But I really like this 8 Greens Youth Serum. This one's really cool. It's kind of like a green, it's got a green tint to it, and it smells really earthy. I love that one. They just recently, so most of the Eminence stuff is vegan friendly. Not everything in their line is vegan, but they have one that's like a strawberry hyaluronic serum. And I love the smell of it so much, but for a long time they had honey in it, so I wasn't buying it. But then when I went to the spa that I get facials from, they said that they took honey out of it. So I was like, bring it on. I love that one. But this is the Citrus Kale C&E serum. And it's almost watery. It's just like putting water on. I really enjoy this one. And then for cream, I usually use this cream. Now, I live in Las Vegas, so it's really dry here and very hot. So I like to have a little extra layer on. And I like the Dream Night Cream because it smells like lavender, and I use it during the day. But yet then there's also the hyaluronic serum that I have. They also came out with this new body serum. This one has magnesium in it, so it's really nice before bed to put on your legs, and you can absorb a little bit of that magnesium, and plus the lavender helps with sleep. And speaking of sleep, I really like the Vagus Nerve Oil. So this nerve oil smells amazing. It's an essential oil blend. And what you do is before bed, you just rub it on your neck and you do some neck massaging to just calm the nervous system down. And just the smell is amazing. So those are a few things. I also use the algae body oil. Mm-hmm. This one's really nice. And when Nate and I go on our little camping trips, we have actually behind here, I don't know if you can see, this is our massage table. Nate bought us a massage table.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I know, right? It's so cool.
Married right. Amazing.
Yeah. So for our anniversary, he bought it off Amazon. It was like $80. And so, we haven't been doing it recently because of the bundle's been kind of taking up most of our time, but we'll usually spend about 10 minutes each on the table massaging legs and feet or shoulders or whatever. Just like, the touch before bed is really nice to calm, no screens, that kind of thing. So we'll do that. But when we go camping, we bring the massage table with us because we're crazy like that. And we'll take this. One time we used like half the bottle because we were just having a blast. So those are some products. I also wanted to share, I know this looks scary, but it's just protect from heat. But this product line is beautiful. It's called Herbal Face Food. I know some of you might know about it. But Herbal Face Food, this stuff you have to keep in the fridge because it's so natural that it will mold if you don't. So I keep it in the fridge. I've had these for now over a year and I don't use them all the time, but these are spicy. I love the tingle that you get because it brings nutrients and blood flow to the surface. Really, really amazing product. So I have the eye cream, the Herbal Face Food face cream, and I have 2 serums. They sent me this to try, and I love their products. I'm really, really happy with these. And then moving on a little bit here, I wanted to talk about, I know you were talking about sunscreen. Now, we like here in Vegas, the sun can get really, really intense. And for the most part, I don't use sunscreen usually. But if we're going to go out for a really long hike and we are exposed for a long time, I will use a sunscreen, but either from Eminence, but now Osea has a brand new sunscreen that they just came out with, and they try to stay as natural as possible. And then I also have this one, Suntegrity. This one's got a little tint to it, so if I'm gonna, go out or whatever, I like to use this one for that. And then let's move on here. I've got a couple more things to show, but this is my red light therapy mask.
Oh wow.
I know, like I said, I'm a geek with all of this stuff. So
I want to see you put on.
Yeah, put it on. Listen.
So this mask, I have to charge it. I haven't used it in a couple weeks because we've been building the bundle. So the bundle's taken all of our time. So if anybody wants to support anybody, go to the links in the description box below and grab the bundle so you can get all the content. But this mask I saved up years to get. This one's from Korea. Now, obviously, I'm not telling people that you need to get a really expensive mask like I have. I wanted this one for myself. So I got this one. It's the Artemis mask. And I also got the package that came with the bottom neck piece.
Awesome.
So you wear the neck piece and then you wear the mask. I know, I'm crazy. I know. I love it though. I just love the time that I have with myself. And when I put the mask on, I'll use it for about 30 minutes. And I just either listen to a podcast or listen to a guided meditation or something like that. I'm just like really in with myself, or sometimes I'll just fall asleep.
What's the name of that mask?
So it's called the Artemis mask, and it's from Korea. It was fairly expensive. This and the base part, I believe, was about $3,500 US. So it was fairly expensive, but I got it because it has the most LEDs inside for the lights, and I think it's got 5 or 6 different colors. So like Marabella's had the red and the blue. I've got red, blue, and then you've got a combo. You've got a violet one that also it's both anti-aging and anti-acne. And then there's a yellow, which I believe is anti-inflammatory. So if you are out in the sun, you could do the yellow or the green. I can't remember which one it is, but there's yellow and green as well. So there's different combinations of colors that you can do. And there's also an app that you can tell it like which areas to have. Like if you're acne prone on your chin, you can have blue on the chin, you can have red up at the top or whatever. So it's really cool. And I wanted it for myself. And that's something it's interesting with different people. Like different people want different things for their life, and it's all good, right? So I wanted this, and it was my birthday gift to myself. So that was really cool. And then I also have this really cool thing. This is a red light oil secreting brush. So what happens, I don't know if it's charged. I don't have it charged. I'm going to have to charge it. But what happens is there's a red light in there, and then you put in this little opening, you open it up and you can put oil. And I use the Morocco method. They have some like hair serums for the scalp, and I'll put the oil in here. And then while you are massaging your scalp with it, the oil is released into the scalp. So not only are you getting the massage, but you're also getting the red light and you're getting the oils released into your scalp. So this is a really super cool machine. And I see a lot of people in the chat are like, oh, $3,500. That's how much it is. You do not have, I keep saying this, you don't have to spend that much money, only if you want to. And there's other masks on the market. There's like cheaper ones, there's wands, there's all different kinds of options. So really you get what you want or don't get it at all, it's totally up to you.
So, but that 3,500 mask, so do you think do you see the difference?
When I'm using it regularly, I feel like my skin's a little bit tighter, and I use it as more of a preventative measure than to get results, if that makes sense. Like I'm not using it to get results. I'm using it so I can slow my aging, I guess. Not that I'm scared of aging. I don't mind having some wrinkles or whatever, but I want to give my skin the best that it can have so that it regenerates but I'm not, like I said, I'm not using it to get a benefit. I'm using it to enjoy that longer period, if that makes sense.
You deserve it, Lisa.
Yes.
Absolutely,
And then
yeah.
I want to end with the hair care. I use Morocco Method. So this is a raw vegan hair care brand.
Wow.
Wow, their packaging has improved so much. It's
Yes,
incredible.
yes, their packaging has improved a lot. Now, the only thing that I will say about these products is that you have to, I'll show it here for on Instagram. You have to be okay with no foam. Like when Tony was saying, you know, it's the foam that makes you think that it's activating or whatever. But with these products, they do not foam up at all. So when you put it in your hair and you're like moving it around, you're like, is it even doing anything? But my hair, so my hair, this is day 5. I haven't showered or washed I have showered, but I haven't washed my hair in 5 days just because I wake up and I curl it for these videos. I just haven't had time to do like a full wash, but I'll usually wash my hair like once or twice a week. And I use the Morocco Method products and I switch it up too. They do recommend switching the shampoos and conditioners kind of like, you know, I guess to surprise your hair, so to speak. You're not using the same herbs and stuff all the time, but these are amazing. They've also really improved Nate's curls. Like his curls really livened up when we switched over to Morocco Method. So they have a bunch of different ones. Like this one, it says right on the bottle, vegan, all natural, mineral rich, and they are raw. They're apple cider. This one's an apple cider conditioner. And the ingredients are just really clean, really awesome, and very nourishing for the scalp. And you can get them for different skin or hair types. So if you have drier hair, you can get the dry hair ones or whatever. But those would be mine. And yeah, I will end on that because I have other things that I use. I like Tony said, you know, you try something, I'll use a bottle and I'll be like, oh, I liked it. If it's like really creamy and nice, maybe I'll buy it again. But I really like the Osea products. I love Eminence Organics, and I love the Herbal Face Food as well. So, whew.
I love your excitement. It's making. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm really keen on the raw. What I sometimes like to do, if I can create them myself, I'll try that. But also, I like the convenience. So if you do go away, taking those, the 2 end products are definitely what I'm going to definitely. The only problem I have here in Thailand is the import.
Right.
The tax is way higher than the actual products. So, and sometimes they don't even allow you to bring them through. I've had many friends. I think that's why I've had a lot of restrictions myself. So it has forced me to look at my own or not really look into it at all. Just be like, okay, I'll just do what I need to do. But when you're in different climates, someone asked, like, yeah, I do feel different climates can aggravate your skin or your hair, dry your hair out. I noticed when I was in Hong Kong, my hair was a lot drier, the ends, I was struggling. So I do think you have to, this is why get in tune with your body and test things, and why these calls are great, because I'm already getting so many ideas from you. And I like to try things. And like you say, you see if it fits, and you may have a product that you use another time for another country, wherever you're going. So it's good for exploring and getting excited about some products.
Oh, I'm so glad that my excitement got you excited. Because like I said, I know I'm crazy with my skincare. But like I said, it's my time. Like I'll sometimes sit at I have a vanity in the bedroom where I have like, you know, all my products, and I have like nice like cloths, and it's just like, it's such a me time. And I just sit there and I just really enjoy the whole process of it. So like I said, it's not about like, I'm not scared of aging. Obviously I promote, you know, loving yourself and everything, but it's just that pampering that I love so much.
I like that, because that gives, it's in part of like the process. Like for me, when I didn't care what I used to eat, that was a lack of self-love. And then now actually looking at what I eat, and now bringing in some rituals that not just serve your internal, your mind, like reading. I love to read and listen to great music. What about little rituals of your skincare? And I think that's something I want to bring more into a routine. I think it's, you go through stages in your life, and I think it's part of the self-love process. I like that.
I agree. And like I said, it's a great time to practice like facial massage. Because, you know, I'll put on a layer and I'll do the massage, and then I'll put on another, I'll let that dry for a little bit, and then I'll put on another layer. And it's just like, it's so nice to massage your face. Like, because even your own self-touch on your face releases oxytocin, which is like your comforting, calming, like feeling of belonging kind of a hormone too. So, you know, it doesn't matter what products you use. You can use coconut oil, or you can get like some expensive thing. It doesn't matter. It's the act of that process of loving yourself, regardless of what you use, right?
And it's romanticizing. Like, I've been bringing a lot more romanticizing into my life. And I love when you shared about you and Nate, like coming together on a night. And, you know, even if it's not more than that, just the fact that you're connecting together and just touching, it's so lovely. I love that.
Thank you.
It definitely is. Also, just a reminder, everyone on the podcast, to check your chat, just to keep an eye on that. I just wanted to say, when you spend $3,500 on a mask, I know people. Wait. I know people who spend over $1,000 on a Saturday night on a dinner, on alcohol, a babysitter, Uber there, Uber back. And they worked hard that week, and they're, in my mind, not. You know, that's not bettering someone's self. A lot of the time, people are eating things that don't better themselves. People can collect games. A lot of men have hobbies and build things. And the fact that you pick self-care to invest in for now, for your future, is extremely inspiring. So I think in the comments, it should be, there's things that people spend that money on, and they don't better themselves. So
thank you for saying that, Sky.
You know, I say you spent too much on these good ingredients, quality ingredients. And it's like, well, I'm not wasting it on anything else. Like, my highest spend is, at the moment, food. It might be skincare soon. We'll see. But at the moment,
we're going to do an addictions podcast. Everyone's got all skincare addictions. How are you?
So much fun. Thank you so much, Lisa. I truly loved it. And I love that mask. Oh my God. You know, it means so much that you share.
I'll show it in a second. I have to put the eyepiece in. Hold on.
All right, I've got the Timo version going on here that I will show you guys as well.
we need to all get one. We need to do it and sit there and talk with them on.
Yeah, I love it that you share, because it's not just, you know, it's so easy in this community. It's like, oh, it's just put coconut oil. Nothing wrong with that. But it's great that we have varieties of women. This is so beautiful. And look at Marabella, because she worked on that little magic pen.
Look at her skin. I know.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I also have another red light after I like to take a bath, and I have like just a red light that I lay under too sometimes, and I feel like it takes away the like any puffiness or like bloat or anything like that. I love that. I love self-care too, and skincare.
Yeah, I can tell. Look at your skin.
Right. I wanted to thank you again, Sky, for saying that, because there's such a different range in the tools as well. Like I said, you can get, you can use coconut oil, or you can use expensive stuff. You can get a cheap red light bulb for like $20, or you can get an expensive thing. It's not about, the actual tool itself, although some tools are better than others and that kind of thing. But it's really about the intention behind it, and to be okay with it. I love that you said that about how people spend a lot of money on all kinds of things. And it's really about the priorities, what we want for ourselves. And somebody in the chat, Koala Mama, said, it just feels good to enjoy having nice skin after having troubled skin for so many years. And I had troubled skin. I had serious cystic acne for most of my adult life, and it was painful and red and it hurt. And I couldn't even wear makeup because it would look even worse. And so now, after going raw, and the cystic acne stopped and the acne stopped, and I finally, for the first time in my life at age 35, had clear skin. And it was just like, it was mind-blowing to experience having clear skin. I had friends who would eat junk food who had perfect skin, and I'd always be like, why me? Why do I have to have this? And so now I invest in my skin because I'm so grateful. I've been there. I know what it's like to have horrible skin. And for, you know, when people say like, oh, you spend a lot, it's like, I spend a lot because I love where I am and I care so much about my skin now. And I'm so grateful for all the choices I made in my past. So I don't mind spending, you know, a little extra on not only the skincare, but the food, like Tony mentioned, you know, healthy water and, you know, doing the things that really, really matter instead of just, you know, what the standard North American out there would see as, you know, their things that they love, right? But it's, yeah, I really wanted to share that.
You're stuck in the trap then, and you'll never see a way out. I like what you said. Stay with the foundation, and then have the products to support that, not the other way around. And it's not easy. I get it. We're not here to judge. You know, we're all got different experiences, but when you get to the root, when you clean out, it's internal. It's the food. The food is what will clean you.
I know. Yeah, totally. It's exactly that. Like, it's the bonus. It's like you're celebrating yourself every day with, you know, the massages and everything. It's such a beautiful thing to do. Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah.
So thanks, guys.
It shows.
Oh, thank you.
So I used Morocco method, and maybe there's a to this that I always had residue left. I could never get. I used it for a fair bit. I still use some of their products, but I stopped using the shampoo. Do you have a trick with that?
You know, I don't actually. I don't find that there's a lot of residue left, but I do like 2 or 3 washes in one wash. So I'll do I'll do one once over, and then I'll do another. It depends on how long I've gone, or if I've put like hairspray or whatever in my hair. Like right now, I'll probably end up doing a 3 wash in one wash. But I do like a really good first go over, and then I'll do it again. And then sometimes on the 3rd, I do feel like it is a lot cleaner, like it's more voluminous on the 3rd run. And you don't need a lot, obviously, but I feel like doing multiple washes in one shower can help, and then just do one conditioner run. That works pretty good. But other times I have also, like, we have other natural shampoos in the shower as well, you know, older stuff that we're still using up, that we use like small amounts of to do like root stuff. If there's like a lot of buildup, we'll use like a little bit of soap before we do the Morocco method to help, just, you know, just a little extra going on in there. But that's what I would recommend maybe, but you have to get used to it. I know, like, when I first started using Morocco method, I was like, my hair is like straw, but when it dries, it's so nice. So you kind of have to get over that, like, you know, get used to it.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you, Lisa. That was lots of good and fun. And I think the smiles say it all is, you know, there's lots of fun. And I also do think at a different time for each person, it can be, you know, we go through so much to let go of things, especially people who've been really sick, is adding things in. Sometimes scary. So anyone watching, go at your own pace. But thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Dulce, you're up. Hey.
Hello. Well, I will say, instead of saying beauty addictions, I will say beauty passions, because for me,
Ooh, I like that.
that's perspective. Like, you're passionate about. I love seeing you, how you think about the things that you're gonna be putting in your body. So I love that. I respect that. And like, if you work hard to get whatever you want, so who cares? And yeah, I agree with all of you guys that everything starts with what we put in our bodies first, and our gut, and clean from the inside out. Also, how we protect our mind, and how we let our feelings and our thoughts navigate with our exterior. So for me, what I have used in a while, I like this scrub that a friend made for me. She's on Instagram, and she made like all her products Uh, they're amazing. I love the smell of this scrub. I use it on my body and a little bit on my face. And this is with lavender and some flowers. It smells amazing and it feels so smooth. You don't have to hydrate that much after you use it. It feels so soft after I exfoliate because it hydrates at the same time. So that's amazing. I like to use this oil that another friend sells them, and she ships from Boston, and it has calendula and rose flowers, and it let it sit under the sun for 6 weeks. And then I have like even for the kids also, like, there you go, put it on your face or in your body, whatever they want, but I mostly use it for my face. I do like to start with my washa and just do the big six lymphatic movements. And I like to put, sometimes I put oil, sometimes I'm going gentle, and I start with the collarbone, under the jaw, and then a little bit on my face, but I prioritize this part, and then my under my arms, and then gut, groin, and under my knees, behind my knees. Those are the six. And then I start with this. And especially after the facial paralysis, I pay attention how to work the limbs. And I do that. My friend also made me this Magnolia Sweet Almond Face Oil. It's all like homemade. Her page is veganly delicious, and you can order her. I really love it. It's for the face. I do like the brands that you mentioned. I haven't used the third one that you mentioned, Lisa, but I like Oshia. Their products are amazing, especially the oils. John also and I, we practice the massage. We have the massage table in the living room because we set up in there, and sometimes I'm here.
We love
Sometimes
that.
I do for the kids. Sometimes it's just for ourselves, like whoever wants. They all usually request, "Mom, can you give me a massage?" So we use that. We use jojoba oil, organic jojoba oil. For the face, I like to use organic castor oil. Sometimes, especially if I am feeling like something's going on, I apply a little bit. Same with the lymph sticks and rose water. I use rose water to hydrate, or yeah, those are the things. I use Shilajit also on my face. I apply it, and it's like a nourishment because that's what it really is. It's nourishing to your body. Speaking of bulbs, I do have this that Dr. Sam Milskarsky gave me on the Texas Fruit Festival. So I haven't even opened because I have to order the like there's, I don't know what's the name, but where do you apply it? So I'm gonna start using that. I have seen so many face masks, but I haven't ordered one yet because I needed to know which one works the best. Um, what else? I have these ancient minerals that I like to do on my food.
Could we
Like
see
I soak my feet in there.
could we see the minerals, Dulce?
For I don't know 20 minutes with warm
Dulce?
water and remove the toxins
Can you
out of my
guys
body.
Can you guys hear?
And
Oh,
it's also good. I was listening to you, Lisa, with the
I can hear you,
magnesium
but Dulce
spray
is
that you
not hearing.
have along
Okay.
with that. It was a cream. I don't know what you mentioned, but that sounds so good right before going to sleep because it just relaxes. I'm gonna try the vagus nerve oil that you mentioned. I'm sure it's gonna work wonderful. Mm, I'm very conscious about what I put into my body. It's all that I use is as of now is kind of like homemade. except with the castor oil, because it really works with, especially if you add the specific oils like frankincense is my favorite. Lavender if I want to relax a little bit more. But for the face, and black seed oil too. Those three, castor oil, frankincense, and black seed oil, I think they're wonderful for the face. And same, if I use makeup, it has to be very clean products. And yeah, what else I use? Like besides my nourishment, I will say this is it. A lot of oil and the dry brush for my skin. That's it, basically. Lots of love.
Oh, Sky's muted.
I don't think you can hear us, Dulce. We're talking. Can you hear us, Dulce?
I don't
So
think
she
you can hear us.
can't hear us. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. So
Can you hear us?
You know, I think when her internet went out.
she may have to go out
Yeah.
and come back in.
Mhm.
So what? Because we can't. I don't know whether she can see the chat there. What I can do is say, just go out and come in.
Yeah.
I'll post that on the screen. and see if
JJ
she
is helping us.
Yeah.
Here, go out and come in. Oh, sorry, I've spelled it wrong, but hopefully go out and come in. Hopefully she can see that. The arrow. Okay. Well, see, communication, we got it. Okay. So good. There we go. So what I thought while it'll only take a couple of seconds because I can see a few questions there. Is I was just going to say, Marabella, did you want to, because we didn't, and Lisa, you didn't say your book either. Do you want to just say your book? Because we are in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. So Marabella?
Yes, my book is called The Radiant Body, and it's about the chakra system. It includes meditations and recipes and descriptions of the chakras. And I want to say again the meditations that are in there. I've been forgetting to say that lately. Yeah.
I'm excited. I've already started to read it. I love it. I love the colors. So vibrant.
Thank you.
It is. I'll just bring Lisa. Oh, Dulce, can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Can you see me?
Yay! We're just going to bring Lisa up quickly to share her contributions and for the bundle, and then we'll be back to you.
Yes. Okay. So I have contributed 2 things to this bundle. Number 1 is my brand new Pause Please Perimenopause ebook. It's 500 pages. It really talks about perimenopause from a raw vegan's perspective, kind of like the common things you might feel or experience going through it, the different stages of it. And, you know, there's different foods and different lifestyle things that we can do to support. And there's 36 recipes in there, but I also contributed with Chef AJ, the Make It Raw Volume 5. Every year we do this one together where we take classic favorites and we make them raw. So we get really creative in the kitchen. And this one has like the chick nuggets recipe, the veg rolls, there's a flatbread, there's a pizza pockets with pepperoni pizza slices. There's cabbage rolls and stuffed mushrooms and meatballs and carrot cake bars and all kinds of deliciousness. So those are my 2 contributions. And Tony, I think, still needs to say hers too.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. That's all amazing. So amazing. I
just-
love how
I
we're
just
all
thought that
different
was
and everyone's book's different as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I just put it in the private chat as well because I also wanted to mention about the cacao butter. I've got the ingredients. She actually messaged me, which is great. My book is Freedom from Food Noise. Very simple, simplicity. So about what I was just sharing with the ingredients. I use minimal, the least, and then I just use that as a base and then build from there. But minimal for me supports me a lot better. And yeah, it's got 20 recipes in there, but I talk a lot about simplicity, bringing back down to now. And I love like the meditation's big in my world as well. Like Marabella, are you still there?
Marabella?
Oh,
I can
I'm
hear you.
here. I'm
so
here.
my camera flickered then as well, just like, oh, I thought I'd gone off. So yeah, it's just bringing back to the here and now and being present. And when we eat, slow, romanticizing your life, slowing down and enjoying here and now. And when we eat our food, and so he's talking a lot more of the present and being in the now, and yeah, enjoying nourishment. So just quickly on this cacao, but if anyone is interested, or even making yourself, because this is something I would see if I want to make it, because I do like convenience, but I love that she's only using coconut oil, cacao, and shea butter, aloe vera, and it's cacao essential oil. So that's all she's using. So it's lovely, and it's Madre Tia. She can send overseas. I didn't think she could, because a lot of them just keep, like a lot of my local friends, they just share within the community, like with the deodorant. But yeah, I'll share that link. And yeah, she's wonderful, because Amy's a really good friend of mine. She does a lot of psychedelics and natural products. So I trust her. I've known her for a long. She's a shaman, actually. She's amazing. Such a wonderful.
Wow.
So she'll ship to the US?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm like, I want it.
I definitely want it.
Yeah, I heard you earlier, Tony, about how you like, because Tony's like, I love chocolate. I make banana and chocolate sauce. I have chocolate on chocolate. I just had chocolate. And she goes, I go, have you got moisturizer? She goes, yeah, in the bathroom. She goes, it's the cacao one. And I'm like, you got chocolate? No, I don't even think you said cacao. I got the coconut oil, and then I'm like, she's got chocolate in her bathroom. I thought you were taking it in there.
It was your reaction. She was like, you're just obsessed. She didn't realize the extent. All my essential oils, my incense sticks, I do cacao ceremonies. I think I'm a chocolate addict.
Magnesium, though, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention I take magnesium before bed too, a tablet. I'm
I've just
super
started doing
interested.
Yeah,
In
I
your-
thought it was life changing for me.
Mhm.
Like,
Have you
sleep,
guys tried?
and
I'm
then
sorry.
I wake up and have a bowel movement, and that for me was like when you want to fix things, it was so easy. Not that it fixed everything, but yeah, the diet for me does that. But the magnesium is like, somebody said what I'd be like the diet and the magnesium for me.
How have you guys tried nigari? Because when I thought that I was lacking with magnesium, I wanted to try something natural. And nigari is the liquid. It's basically a sea mineral, condensed sea mineral, and we use it usually here in Japan to make a tofu out of soy milk. And it's very easy to find it here in Japan. And I think I saw it in the States, like organic shop, they would have a liquid or nigari, and it's an excellent form of magnesium. So I wonder if anyone has tried that. That I have absorbed so much. Like, so I thought I had eye twitch last year, and I was so sure it was due to magnesium. And when I took magnesium pills, like I tried so many different forms of magnesium, and I didn't feel any difference. And I never tested, but when I tried that magnesium, I absorbed so much. I had a blood test after. I had too much magnesium, so
What was the name of it? Can I get the spelling?
yeah, nigari, Nigari. I just put it on the comment section.
Oh, thank you.
The only magnesium that I mean, for before bed is these magnesium salts. They're amazing.
That's a good company. Wow, when I was in
Yes.
Canada, we used to sell that one in Canada too. It's a good one.
Yeah, and they have also the spray, but for some reason I get irritated with the spray. Like I prefer on my feet, and I just love them. I like to break them. I don't know.
I know, me too. I know those ones are so cool. They're so cool. You know, it's interesting. You were talking about the magnesium. Not only do I have like the magnesium in the OC. This is such an awesome product, by the way.
Yeah, I need to try that one.
Yeah, it's so cool. But when I was working in the natural health industry, one of the first kind of like, you know, I'm young, I'm learning and everything. And one of the things that was a huge aha for me was we were doing this like training, and they were saying that close to like 95 to 97% of people in general are already borderline magnesium deficient.
Oh, yeah.
And when we are going through a lot of stress, we burn through magnesium. So it's not a wonder, you know, that most of us are more deficient in it. So even if you're eating a raw diet, you know, sometimes some people need a little extra, and it's not bad to take a little extra if you need. But yeah, like greens and having all of that to get the magnesium, but it's a pretty important mineral. So I love that you have the bath salts and, you know, the nigari. I want to try that because
Yeah. I would recommend doing it like if you have a copper bowl or something, that's even better. But if not, do whatever you can. Try to avoid plastic, but whatever you can. And I forgot, I use this a lot. This is to move my lymphatic too. So under my legs and on my like my
seen
belly as
those.
well. And
I've
it's
seen
yeah, you can just order on Amazon if you want, but it's just to work on the lymphatic more. You can make and somebody complimented my dress. It was a dress and I cut it. So now it's a dress and
Oh, that's so cute, Dulce.
thank you.
I just wanted to say before you go on, just on the end of that magnesium topic, is I've tried multiple brands. None of them work. The spray, in fact, the bottom of the feet will absorb. You could try this, Lisa, absorbs magnesium better than the rest of the body and the gut. But the magnesium I use, and it's only available in Australia, is a mixture of all these different magnesiums, just magnesium. And I haven't found anything ever to replace that. So I just wanted to say that about my magnesium as well. But yes, Dulce, we wanted to bring you up. There were lots of questions for you, and you can show us that paddle there, and I'll find the questions.
Okay, thank you. I saw that somebody asked me about the Shilajit. Yeah, this is not a cream. This is the resin, and this is something that I eat. I don't have my wooden spoon with me, but you grab a little bit and just don't use any metal. This is a Third company that they tested for heavy metal. So this is from the Altai Mountains. So I take a little bit, and if I am on the go, like I just came from Austin from the Texas Festival, I have it on tablets, and that I just drink it in the morning after my water warm with lemon. Sometimes I add cayenne pepper in that water, and I drink those minerals. But if not, I take a little bit of this and I put it in the water. And for my face, I don't want to put it with my finger, but I have a wooden little spoon that I just grab it, and then with my finger, I just put it on my skin. And then if you can eat it, you can put it in your face or whatever part of your body. But yes, I use it to nourish my face. And that's what I read on the comments. This is the brand, and I'm gonna share the link so you can have a discount. I'm affiliated with them, Black Lotus Shilajit. The other brand that I know is really good is Cultivate Elevate. I'm not affiliated, but they're really, really good. And I'm telling you because I have done a lot of research about minerals. What other comments do I have?
So I think there was the dress, and I think also someone was saying your positive vibes. I love the lamp. So you held. Somebody asked about the brand. I thought, did I lose that comment? Yeah, that's the kind of bulb I use. Just the brand you've got there.
Yeah, TheraBulb. They sent us. Well, Dr. Sam's gifted us to the Texas Team Board one of these, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna use it because I've been wanted. He was carrying with one of like similar to Marabella because he was putting red light therapy on his face, and yeah, I'm gonna try this. You can put it in any part of your body. It's cheaper, I guess. It's a good source, and it's a near infrared incandescent bulb. You can have.
I think Koala Mama's kind of indicating, it could be wrong. Someone was indicating that they use a lamp. I thought like further up I saw, yes, that's the kind of bulb I use. I thought that. So other people looks like. So you does anyone else? Oh yeah, does anyone else have anything they want to ask Dulce? No? Okay. Let's move on.
Frozen.
I know everybody looks frozen. I'm like, am I here? I didn't know. I think everyone was concentrating. So we'll bring Kiko up.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so I use also Dr. Bronner's soap. So Marabella use it. I think Marabella, you use the simple.
Yes. I have that too, or
Yeah,
a
you
similar
use
one.
unscented one.
Yes.
Yeah, I love their lavender and rose soap, which is very I have a very acute sense of smell, and yeah, aroma is very important for me, and essential oil base. But again, I don't stick with the same thing. That I just someone actually gave it to me, so I use it. But I just love their simplicity and how it smells. And since I've lived in France, we've been using their soap. So France, they have a lot of eco-friendly bar soap for body. For a long period of time, I was using a bar soap like this for everything, my hair, and I hardly ever use soap, by the way. But yeah, I use it, and then I noticed my hair was getting a bit dry, too dry. So I started use the bar soap, but it's not quite moisturizing, I feel. So yeah, I don't have the same product. I used to use the John Masters organic shampoo, and they seem to work really well for my skin, but it's usually sold in a small bottle and a plastic. I try to avoid as much plastic bottle as possible. This one was in a huge bottle, so I just put it in a small container that I had. And then, must have for me, the container is just um what's inside is not the same. It's something I had, just the container I had, and I make it myself. So glycerin, and urea powder. Uh, I just mix them in water, and then it moisturizes my skin really well. I have a super, super sensitive skin. It's like I cannot, even if I use very high-end sensitive skincare, I get irritated. I can't put like foundation, even most of the sun protection. I get really itchy, and like UV protection has been I haven't used it in a long time. And then I started to pay attention since last summer, and then someone said that the raspberry seed oil is excellent. Well, it doesn't, SPF level is very low, but it does protect. So I tried it, but of course this is oil, and it irritates my face skin. So I just use it sometime for my hand. So that's that. And then I use this Veleda UV protection if I'm out in the sun for a long period of time, but most of the time I don't use it. Yeah. But this seems to work well. Meaning I don't get irritated. And then recently I started to, because the DIY glycerin and urea, I've been using it for like over 20 years, and it works really well. That this is the only thing I've been using. And then, well, winter time, it does get a bit dry here in Japan. So I thought maybe I should invest in something. This, and I was looking for something local. So Nemo Hamo, it's a company. It's all vegan. Well, their company itself is not vegan, but these are vegan, and it's just all natural ingredients, and they don't use alcohol because I'm also sensitive to alcohol. There was a time I was using coconut oil, and it was working well, but then after a year or so, my skin started to get irritated. So coconut oil, I don't use on my face nor my body. Like if I use oil, it starts, I get itchy and it starts to crack. So I don't use that. And then for my hair, I use, sometimes it gets frizzy, so I use jojoba oil, something very simple. Like I don't, I try to use something as simple as possible. So when my husband went to France, it's easy to find organic stuff. So my husband got that for me. And then let's see, I have this. Recently, I found someone saying that the age spots, you can remove it with castor oil and bicarbonate, which is bicarbonate.
Baking
How do you
soda?
baking soda, right? Yes, thank you. Have you guys heard of it?
Not that combo, but I know I've heard some things along the lines of castor oil mixed in, like lemon juice as well. But yeah.
I've heard of
So
that before.
yeah, so I tried it. Apparently, you have to do it for over a month. I did it for 2 nights and I got bored. So yeah, I get bored with this kind of thing. I'm not the what I like what Tony was saying. Like I start with lemon water. Usually drink 1 liter before eating anything. I add the lemon water or ginger shots inside, and that hydrates me. And I try to I pay attention. If I don't have a glass of water next to me, I forget drinking. So I've been paying attention to drinking water for, it's been less than a year I've been doing it, and I think that's helping me. And let's see, so I talk about the soap, and this is this is something, but my mom just left. I think she was using it, for this, like rolling. But again, like I don't I don't see the result, or maybe there is a result, but I get bored. So, but I thought I would just bring it up. And then this one, I made it myself. This is I forgot how it's called in English.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, I saw how
Loofah.
they're made. That's amazing. They're the loafer. But did you make
no,
that
but
from a plant? Did you
Loofah.
make that from the plant, the actual I saw somebody make that. What's the plant called that it's made from?
loofah
No, the plant's not called a loafer.
plants. Hmm.
Oh,
It's
how
not.
did you make that? So I've seen it made from, there's a plant that looks like a cucumber, and they grow the plant and they brush it off. They take all the moisture out of it and they leave it to
It is
dry.
called I think
Yes.
it's called loafa as a vegetable. Yeah. So I make it I made it last 2 years ago in my garden. It was a huge success. Everyone loved it. I use it for cleaning dishes, and I actually completely forgot about it. I haven't used it for 3 months or so. So I said, well, today I should use it. So it's nice. It gets soft when it's wet. So I like to wash, what if I remember, which I didn't, which I forgot about it for like 3 to 6 months. I don't know when I used it, but it works really good for dishes. I do use that for washing dishes every day. And then the last thing,
Sorry, it is
uh,
called a loofah, like a loafer or a loofah
Yeah,
plant. But
yes,
loafer.
It's
cucumber.
saying it's an Egyptian cucumber.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
we
one.
use it a lot in Mexico. Like that's the staple to wash your body. That's what we use.
yeah, it feels so good. It becomes soft over time.
I use them. They're great.
Hmm. So the last thing is my essential oil collection.
Love
I
it.
just
Love it. Same. I've
I
lots.
just love essential oil, and this is a collection from France. France has an amazing line of essential oil, and my favorite is, well, lavender is always the best. I never get bored of that. And then geranium. So what I do sometime, I would just add it into my, DIY moisturizer, and that makes me feel so good. Before going to sleep, lavender is great. And the morning supposed to be morning is rosemary is supposed to be really good to wake you up. But yeah, I usually just go with geranium and lavender. But yeah, I like to mix when I have time. I like to blend and make it like a perfume. I cannot stand perfume, but if I make a blend with essential oil, oh my God, it just brings
Yeah.
me to the heaven. So that's it.
Thanks,
That's it.
Kiko. And do you want to give your book, Namado 2, a shout out to the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle?
Yes, thank you. So this year's contribution was Namado 2, my raw vegan journey with ups and downs. And this was inspired definitely with our podcast with Sky. And the first book was dedicated for people who are new or curious about the healthy lifestyle. So I made it more general. And then this time is dedicated for people in this community, people who are, interested and maybe tried so many different modalities of detox, and kind of lost in healthcare. So that's my contribution.
Thank you, Kiko.
Love
Thank
it.
you. Okay, it's me.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, so I've come on, I've got no makeup, I've got my hair up, and I will do a couple of things, but I have 2 books in the bundle. One is called Simple Raw Recipes, and they are, as it said, simple and raw, just a few ingredients. You've got things like wraps, you've got pizza bases. What else have we got? We've got cakes, you've got truffles, and that's one of them. The other is my beauty book, and there's a bit of a story behind my evolution and moving into more skincare, and actually these products, which are just made. This is from the beauty book in the bundle, cucumber and aloe. This is literally just papaya, and this is a scrub. So that was a cleanser. This is a scrub. It's just papaya, and then we've got things like an avo and coconut hair mask. It's just food again. And I've got CMOS gel hair gel, which works as a gel to set your hair. So when I healed myself with raw foods, and if you don't know my story, I was sick almost my entire life, and I had to have 60 surgeries. I've had 8 organs removed. And I found eating fresh food got rid of all of my symptoms very quickly, and I got really well. I was so sensitive to things, like everything set me off, including like I was having seizures around metal. I was so sensitive, and this is very common for people who have been very sick, or some people, if you've had something like chemo, will find they cannot use anything. Their system's overloaded, right? Which was what mine was doing. So I ate raw foods. I got rid of everything. I didn't dye my hair. Everything went out of the shower. And I used coconut oil for moisturizer, cracking nails, split ends on hair. There was a product in Australia, I don't use it anymore, that was just rosemary water with apple cider vinegar that I used to clean my hair a couple times a week. And I washed my clothes in bicarb soda. That was the extent of most of what I did until I started to incorporate different food combinations, which were great as well. And this I made yesterday or the day before. And you just spray, this is a cleanser, just cucumber and aloe. And it works extremely well. The instructions are in the book and how long you leave it and when it's good to use and things like that. But this is amazing. You can leave it on, you can wash it off. In fact, if you've eaten a raw food diet, you will know how using food, you start to feel like high vibrational. And I find when I use these sort of things, they feel really high vibrational. And I went along for, it was 3 years, maybe 3.5 years. And then I started to look at photos of myself. And I started to notice, for me, I wanted something stronger. All of this serves an amazing purpose for those who are sensitive and cannot use anything. But for me, I started to look at photos, and I had been doing just fruit only for 2 years. My skin, especially around my eyes, there was really lines around here. I noticed that anytime I put anything near my skin, I was really sensitive. I couldn't tolerate anything. I couldn't be around anybody that had perfumes on, and things were getting worse. I noticed for me, remineralizing my body was exponential. And also, I think a lot of things I needed to absorb needed more fats, but including greens, nuts and seeds, and sea moss gel, which is in the fridge, started to make a huge difference in my appearance overall, including my hair health. It was the first step. Once I got omega-3s in, I could tolerate more. It's a different story, but a lot of my memory got better, but I noticed my ability to use other products to wash my hair in either. And one of the first ones was Morocco Method. I did lose all my hair when I first started this journey. I had pieces, like chunks that were on there. As soon as I ate raw foods, it did grow. I did notice when I was doing all fruit and not looking, I think it had a huge part to do with not looking after my thyroid. And you can see it's all grown back, and I've done a lot of videos on this. These were massive bald patches, and my hair was all thinning. And looking after my thyroid, making sure I had iodine and selenium, which weren't high in my diet at the time, that also made a huge difference with my hair. So greens, nuts and seeds, and making sure I'm healthy made a huge difference. Then it's a little complicated. Well, I'm trying to make it easy for you guys, because back in 2017, due to all the trauma that I'd been through, I lost my memory, my emotional memory. What that means, emotional amnesia, is when you tell a story of an event or something happens in your life and you retell it to friends or family, your voice actually retelling it and people repeating it back to you actually creates memories being stored in different parts of the brain. You're rehearing it. It's not now just emotional memory. The hippocampus plays a huge part, but where it sends it and and the amygdala and how you access it depends on whether something's an emotional memory. Like, when you see your mother, you are it's not just I remember who she is, which is all I had left after losing my emotional memory, but it is that this attachment, this memory, this bond that we as humans take for granted. And I lost a lot of that. In fact, out of all the surgeries I've had and everything that's happened in my life, losing my emotional self was the most unbearable thing that has happened to me. And a lot of those close to me and a lot of people who see my journey will know that I used to kind of refer to myself as different versions of myself. I couldn't even remember everything after that date, even in my past, in a linear line anymore. Everything was like a split personality. And I did have basically shell shock or FND, where I couldn't walk or talk from trauma. So it was quite deep. Why this is important, because when I started to remember who I was at different levels, and that was about 2 years ago, I craved things that I used to use. And a few things, especially when you look in the mirror, I've changed a lot. I'm eating a completely different diet. I'm living in a completely different area. How do I keep helping myself remember? And a lot of it, I wanted to do things that I used to do. And that is, now this brand has products that have lanolin in it, but this is vegan. They don't test on animals. Nivea is something I used for a long period of time. I wanted that back in. I used to use a fake tan, so I used to be browner. I think most of it's gone off, plus I was in Thailand. But I found a more natural brand, which is only organic and natural, which is one of the only natural. It's also vegan. So I started using things. And as I said, I couldn't get these in until I had high amounts of omega-3s in my body. I was just too sensitive to everything. These helped me. These were 2 of things that were really important. These were things just really important to help me find me. Also, I started wanting to do makeup. And now I brought this bag along because even when I was not able to use anything on my skin, there is a brand called Arare Perez. I don't know if you can see that. Now, I tried other vegan natural brands, even like Ilia. I would reacted to everything. This brand, apparently people, once again, who have been through things like chemo can use this brand. It is Arare Perez. I used a bit of their foundation. They had their bronzer, which I don't use anymore. And they had like a concealer.
Oh my God,
So-
I need that. Can you share that link
So
after?
it's all edible grade. It's all edible. So it's called, I would put it in the chat. This was huge for me because when I started using this, I couldn't be around perfume, anything, but this is basically expensive food. Their name is Arare Perez. And so that was really important. And I have a couple of their things in this bag still. But so where I am now and what I do is I am a huge, and the other thing I have from my book is my anti-aging serum, which is jojoba and castor oil. So I use that. I find castor oil was really amazing at helping me, but it still wasn't strong enough to penetrate and start to change my skin. It took a year of using a moisturizer on my face daily. I don't know whether it is able to penetrate. I used at the start just this on my face. I think I also, mast cell activation, how it reacts is your immune system starts to overprotect you because you've been through so much. Basically, your immune system does not switch off. For some reason, omega-3s really, really calm my system. But I also think if you're anxious about something, that can already set it off. And I think feeling familiar about this, I used it for years. So I would love to change moisturizers to a whole vegan company if possible. But this product is not tested on animals or have anything in it. So as for what I kind of default, that may seem like a lot, but I am somebody who I really just want a moisturizer. Like I want a moisturizer at night, and that's like a huge thing. That's what I started doing with that moisturizer. What was absolutely incredible was what you mentioned, Lisa, which is the herbal face food. They also sent me their products, which I usually, they're all kept in the fridge, but they're out at the moment. Unbelievable. In truth, I can't afford to spend this much on my skincare. And I think you have to remember, I'm in Australia. If I was in the US, and I would probably buy like one product, which would probably be their cream or one of these. Like, I don't think I need both, but there's these serums, which you were saying, Lisa, and the spiciness. I loved. Like, I noticed a huge difference, and I felt amazing using these. But right now, they're not in my budget, but goals. This I started using, and I do like. Miranda Kerr is Australian, and she has a brand called Cora, and you can use it for day and night. It's plant stem cells. Now, I do know in a couple of her products she uses honey, but not in this one. It's not tested on animals, and I really a huge thing for me is wanting a moisturizer at night. The makeup I wear is only on camera. That's when I wear makeup. I feel like I come forth more, and it's fun. I use coconut oil still to take my makeup off. I love coconut oil so much still. At night, every third day, this is another vegan brand. This is retinol, and it's basically retinol and oil, and I just add it to my moisturizer to also help the skin turnover. As for also the moisturizer and using the food, this stuff lots, it took me about a year, I would say, of using moisturizer on my face every day for me to go, it's made like a massive difference. But I will say prioritize having a little higher fat, omega-3s, minerals, life-changing. Also, I added back a small amount. I've had a full hysterectomy. I added back my full dose of estrogen, and I've worked hard and got it down. But that also helped my skin. As for hair, I got my hair really went when I started using like the sea moss and the minerals and the seeds and stuff. But I did
You
You see-
use Monat too. I have some Monat. I
love
love it.
it. Oh my god, I really love it. Like so I put this moisturizer back in was one of the first things, and then a friend of mine reached out to me who sells all of this, and she helped me pick the right ones for my hair. I often sometimes get the purple one. They're all like perfume free, vegan. Like apparently it's like a really natural slash, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for where's that spot where I don't have to use harsh, but I don't have to use really simple, because I just wasn't getting the results I wanted. Please know I have been postmenopausal for 20 years now. And we did a live yesterday, Lisa and I, on estrogen and skin turnover. So most people, I think everyone on this panel is still at some level of having their body make hormones. Mine hasn't done that for 20 years. So I get that maybe that's why I feel like I want extra help. But these are amazing. And I use their shampoo conditioner, but I also then use a conditioner with it. And then I change. So sometimes I put oil on my split ends, which you can use this on your face, your nails. It's like it's their star brand, like their star product. Or I put this on my ends. I don't put a whole lot on. I just wash my hair, get out and choose something. So the hair and the moisturizer at night are huge for me. I also bought this, which is like calcium, and I think you're supposed to put it on your wrinkles. It's supposed to help plump your skin. So I use that. But once again, the biggest thing for me is using a moisturizer, just keeping a moisturizer on every night. As for what I wash my face with, I did use Dr. Bronner's for years. So I would not, in the shower, I would try not wash myself every day. It was too stimulating for my body, but I would use, I think in Australia it's called Dr. Bronner's soap-free, but also fragrance-free. I think it was the one that you use. It's just got a different name here, Marabella. And then, of course, the Herbal Face Company sent me this bar, which you can use on your body and face. It's good. I personally wouldn't buy it again. I'm grateful they sent it, but I would buy all the other products again. This is a QV soap. So this is very similar. I don't actually think there's soap in it. It's like Dr. Bronner's. It's very simple, basic. I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but it's a really simple that I just wash with. I occasionally do hair oiling with Morocco method, like Lisa said, just some oiling. They're vegan. And I did want to just say teeth. I use Grant's, which is, and this is baking soda, so natural whitening, and it's got the no fluorides. So where do you buy that shampoo? So I can drop the name of the girl that I get it off below, and you just speak to her. She's my friend of mine, and she sells them, but she will help you know which products to get from Monat, because there's a whole lot. I think that's it. Oh, and when it comes to makeup, the only other products I kind of use, so this friend of mine also gave me a face spray. I don't use a lot of this stuff. Like I have it, but it's really like if I see it, I'll be like, oh, maybe I should spritz this. I love Hourglass for like powder, and it's vegan brand, and powder and a mascara is the other thing that I use. And then at the end of the day, I just take it off with coconut oil. And I do get aloe vera, great for eye gel, just underneath the eyes. Oh, and I also bought this out, guys, and I won't bore you with this, but a lot of people want to know how I wake up with curly hair. So I'll show you the first part.
I totally do that too. I love it.
Yes.
It's the best. I haven't had heat on my hair. Yes, I get my hair dyed now, and I want that actually really helped me with my memory, because I was always this blonde. But this is just from Amazon. You just get a clip it on, and then just grab, and basically you're braiding it in. You just grab this. I do this like in my sleep. I do this every night, and then my hair's done. Never had heat on it, except when I go to the hairdresser. She will do it straight, because I just wake up with curls. And I know mine looks really curly, but you can drop it. If you take them out, they will drop so that it's more wavy. And I just do this. and you go all the way. It's just twirling it around, and then my hair would take me a long time. So I just, especially now, I've got lots. So, but yes, sea moss has been really instrumental. There's a lot of vitamin C, as Lisa and I were talking about that yesterday. Someday we've done a lot of lives. But the silica is in, and you were saying, Lisa, it's in cucumber as well.
Mm-hmm.
In the skin.
Silica, so essential for skin health too. And sulfur as well. Sulfur is the beauty mineral.
Yay. Okay, so this, I won't do the other side, I'll do one side for you, but I just tie a scrunchie there. And then you kind of fold both sides, and then, because obviously you just do, and you do the other side. I can do that while you're asking me questions or whatever. And then I do just put this silk hat on. And I feel like it has really helped me get better hair health. Like, even if you don't curl your hair, the silk cap will protect your hair, or a silk pillowcase will stop, not silk, sorry,
Friction,
like satin.
yeah.
It
Will
does
stop.
make a difference, right?
It does. I think there's no heat. I'm trying to moisturize the food. Guys, the food. Like, people always go, oh, you're glowing, or you look so young. It's not this. This is just extra things I want to work on. I swear to God, it's the food. The food is like, it's the first thing. But as you can tell, when I talk about my skin journey, I refer to even changing foods. And the foods that all of these in my ebook are made from are foods that when I eat, like if I eat a lot of coconut or a lot of cucumber, a lot of avocado, papaya, mango's one too, all these things are in my skincare. And I have all beautiful essential oils as well. Peppermint was like a best.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it was like a best friend for me when I couldn't use anything for pain. I found, because I dropped vaping, smoking, some pharmaceuticals, alcohol all at once, I was suffering from a lot of pain. And the food made such a difference. But anytime something came up, putting peppermint oil on my temples, on points on my body, like on my knees or my elbows, not only that mentally stimulating sensation not only drew blood to the area, but I think it helped soothe me, distract me. Feeling that coolness helped me. It was like my medicine for years. I don't need any, but like was going through stuff. So I like peppermint, which I think I'm out of right now, but I've got lots going on here. I use some of these as well in creating and making when I used to, and I still do in the bundle. I think that might be, I don't know. But we've got like cherry blossom. I've got frankincense, lavender, lemon. So I've got lots. So I go all angles here, and I go, sorry about that.
Oh my God, that was fun.
That was so fun. Thank you, Sky. I am so happy that you use Monat, because I do have. Remember when I was talking about a little bit of soap? That's what I'll use is the Monat. And I'm wearing your. I put on the.
Oh, you did! I'm going to embarrass you.
That's okay. I was so happy that you were doing your hair. I was like, because I've got the mask on. So,
That's fun.
That. And I've got the cleanser on still, which I can take off in a minute. But sorry, go for it.
So you just leave it for until it dries off, Lisa?
yeah, it's getting quite dry now. I put it on about, I would say like 15 minutes ago. So it's getting a little dry. But it's really cool, Sky. I mean, it's just oatmeal. It's not like it's, but, followed your recipe, and it's in the bundle for everybody who's watching. Yeah, I was like, I might as well just do something.
I was thinking like, who joined new, because I don't know this lady. I have a question for all the ladies. So I started to see when I went to the beauty salon. She said actually every time I go to the hair salon, they do a bit of hair massage, like a hair massage. No, the head massage, yeah. And then they always say my head is very hard, and she said whoever whenever everyone who has a hard head has a hair that's like doesn't grow. You know, like we call in here in Japan, we call it stupid head. It just kind of stands. You know what I mean?
I am at the front. Are the front ones? I've got quite a few baby front ones.
Yeah, but it's like for me, it's
Oh,
I've
here.
noticed yeah, even here, it just kind of
Uh,
you know. And so, do you have any recommendation, advice for that?
like antennas.
I
What is-
thought that I thought hair like that was broken hair, and I was going to say, Lisa, your hair thing would probably help, Kiko. That won't. I was going to get one until the minerals, everything started growing, but that maybe. Hang on, I'll bring Lisa up. You look amazing there, Lisa.
Oh, thank you. So this thing is so cool. I haven't used it in a while just because you know how life is. You forget things, but this is awesome. And what I would do is I would put the oil in, and I'll do it while I'm like watching a show, or if I even did it while I was reading a book or watching a podcast, and you just go around doing that. And I wonder if maybe I have one that grows kind of straight up, and it's a gray because I do have some gray, but it's just the one, and it does grow straight up. Sometimes when I'm on a video, if I see it, I'm like, oh, get down there. But the grays just kind of do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, that's why I mean. So while I was listening to you guys, I was just massaging my head because, especially when I'm like, like intense like this on a bundle time, it's fun, but it's intense.
It
So I just massage. But if it's like something like yours that feels good, I do remember you mentioned about this for some time, right? You
This-
like how it feels.
Yeah, it vibrates too. So it's like a vibrating.
wow.
I mean, this thing's so cool. I don't
Massage.
even know how much it is, but Sky, I will send you a link to every single thing that I talked about in mine. So
Oh my
Yes,
God, that's
please.
exciting!
Thank you.
Please.
yeah.
I did also just want to say I forgot some stuff that once again, this is stuff that I use all the time. But when I was trying to get my skin looking better, I was every day using a gua sha, and I do notice a difference. So I just would put some face oil on, and usually that's coconut oil. And I could probably do some now, and you could probably notice a difference. You just put the oil on, and there's certain areas around here, and you want to start on your chest because that's where the lymph is. And you do notice a difference. You just go across here, and I would do 10 times here, and then I would go up here and do 10 times along the collarbone, and then you want to go up here and drag all the way along here, and then pulling it down. So you're getting all that liquid lymph basically to the lymph node here, and whatever extra lymph node here. And then I would do here, hang on, this side. I would do here 10 times, and then I do here. And I feel like you really start to see that line there. I would do there 10 times. I would also do here 10 times. And then the brow is quite incredible. So when you push the brow up, it literally stays. Like you do 10 times. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see one is higher than the other? And I've only done it probably 3 times. I can. I swear when you do this, your whole side gets lifted, and then I do the other side. And then I would do that exact same routine. I haven't even opened this. So my other one broke. My other one used to vibrate as well to get extra lymph going, but it's a red light machine that has the red light. I think it has blue light as well. And then I did double time, and I used to really notice a difference. I should get back to that, but I'll see if, has anyone used it?
Once a day? Was you doing that once or twice a day?
I was doing twice a day for a period there, but you will, if you get this gua sha, as I said, was expensive. I think it's on my Amazon storefront. But this is the material that they build spaceships or something out of. Now, if I apparently get ice, apparently I didn't even test it. It's supposed to cut through the ice. Like when you, like this, I should get some ice out in a second. But you can get these with jade and rose quartz, and I just kept breaking them, and I saw that women were getting really good results with that. But this machine isn't that expensive. It's like 60 Australian dollars, so probably like 30 US, and it just comes like that. You charge it up, you hit the button, and I just would go across the same areas, and it has a red light. Now you can buy expensive ones. I don't know how well this actually works being a cheap one, but I think just running across the surface worked. And then for Christmas, I've only used it a couple of times. This is like a Temu or cheap version of what Lissa has. But you put it on and it has all the, my sister and mum send me pictures of them. They look like they're stones. They look like, I don't know, Freddy Krueger or something. And you just put this in here.
Is that the same one that Diary of CEO always advertise? I think so. Seems like it, no?
There.
American?
I reckon mum got it from Temu, like quite literally. I could ask her where she got it from. But you can change different lights there. And I can't even say if it works because this is just, I thought I'd just share that. Yeah, I had it laying around. So that's not even really something I've used. But this combo, I've found really great results with, and I should get back to doing it. So I wanted to mention that too.
So I started doing this massage. This feels good. Like I could feel that there's something stuck here.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you. I never knew what to use this for because I don't. Yeah, I just if it doesn't feel good and if I don't see the result in a second, I don't do it.
In a second.
Really. I mean, raw vegan it's really in a second. I feel it's instant, so it's hard to beat what we eat.
It took me a year though, Kiko, of using just moisturizer every day, and then I added other things in to actually go, oh, you look so much younger than I did before. But I also changed my diet. But I still think with skincare you need consistency.
True.
I was going to bring that up. I think with anything, it's 100% consistency. The diet, the exercise, the sleep, blah blah blah, all of it. It's consistency. So like if you're doing your skincare routine as consistent as you can, obviously, the red light therapy, the gua sha. I want to get back into the face yoga. Because I have a lot of exercises that I'll do, but you know how it is, like life comes and you forget things. Like Sky, haven't used certain things in a while. And when you mentioned the gua sha, I was like, I have gua sha as well, and I'll do that. Sometimes I have. There's periods of time where I'll have oil, I have the face oil from Osea, and I'll just have it beside. Nate and I don't have a TV in the living room. We just watch stuff on my laptop, but I'll just have it with the gua sha. And while we're watching a show, I'll just sometimes take like 15 minutes to do like a little thing.
Great
but it
idea.
really is about the consistency, because I know it's we want to see that instant result, but if you stick with it, long period, like for example, rebounding. If you rebound 2 or 3 times, you feel really good. Your legs feel stimulated and your lymph is moving. But I have seen videos of people where like their life changes after doing it for like 30 or 60 or 90 days straight. Just the health bounce, where you don't even have to leave the rebounder. You just move up and down for 10 minutes a day, and it like is life changing. So I know like there's a lot of things, like I have a lot of product and I don't do it every single night. Like I'm going to wash this off and probably just go straight to bed. But like, when I am consistent with it, it's like next level. My skin is just incredible because you're taking away the dead skin cells, you're exposing more fresh stuff, you're hydrating from the outside, not only the diet, but you're taking care of yourself. And also when you do that to yourself and you're in that more of that self-care intentional state, I think that shows through even more when you are caring for yourself. So yeah, consistency is key.
Yeah, it's same for diet as well. Oh,
Yeah.
I did wanted to mention about the deodorant. I don't use deodorant, and they have the mineral balls. That's enough for me. But sometimes my husband wants more. So what I'll do is mix the baking soda with water, shake it really well, and then I add essential oil. Whatever the essential oil, and that works really well. So.
That's cool. I have one more thing I wanted to share, Sky. I wanted to talk about the dental products that Nate and I started using probably like, I don't know, around Christmas time. So if you can see, it's called Simply Suni. And these are vegan, natural. They have like, it's just basically like xylitol. They have like birch xylitol. It's dark in here and I can hardly see. Clove extract, Ceylon cinnamon, certified organic peppermint. But what it is it's just this like, it's a powder. So you just get your toothbrush wet and you put it in the powder and then you brush with this. But this has been like, I mean, I've been using a lot of natural stuff over the years, and I've done like oxygen toothpaste and all kinds of stuff. This is my absolute favorite product of all time for dental health. I feel like my mouth is super clean. My teeth are, they just feel stronger. I don't even know how to explain it. They just feel stronger. And I'm like, this stuff is amazing. They have different flavors. This one is strawberry. They have a bubble gum. They have an orange. And then this one here is kind of like a clove cinnamon kind of a flavor. But the xylitol is amazing for keeping the bacteria from growing. And another tip too is in the morning when you wake up, after overnight, you know, the bacteria kind of grows and does their thing. If you brush your teeth after breakfast, because a lot of people will drink their smoothie and then wait, because you shouldn't brush your teeth right away after, especially fruit or orange juice or whatever. So they'll wait. But what happens is you have like a bigger colony of bacteria overnight, and then you feed them with sugar. So there's going to be a lot more acid produced. And then if you brush your teeth after that, that can actually erode your enamel. So it's best to brush as soon as you wake up to get rid of the bacteria and then do your breakfast. So that's something I wanted to say. But also mouth tape, sleeping with mouth tape is another thing that I found really beneficial. It takes a lot of getting used to. I still can't sleep the whole night with it on because sometimes I'll just like peel it off in the middle of the night for some reason. But what it does is it keeps your mouth closed while you're sleeping so that your teeth bathe in your saliva. And the saliva, as long as your diet's really mineral rich, then it can remineralize your teeth if you're not using toothpaste that has glycerin in it. Because any toothpaste that has glycerin in it, the glycerin, it not only protects from the bacteria acids to erode, but it also prevents remineralization. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword in a way. So that's why we try to do things without glycerin. And then with the mouth tape, it keeps your mouth from drying out. So your saliva is bathing your teeth with all those minerals. But I'm a mouth sleeper. Like I sleep and I'll wake up with a dry mouth because I sleep with my mouth open. So I've been trying to use the mouth tape, and I feel like number one, I get better sleeps, but number two, I feel like my teeth have, they just feel better when I've been doing that. So I wanted to share those two things because they kind of go along with what we're saying here.
For that, did you say that you add the tooth powder that you mentioned? Did you say that you add the glycerin, or the glycerin is in it?
No, there's no glycerin. No glycerin for teeth, because the glycerin, the reason why they put it in a lot of toothpaste is to protect against the bacteria, but it also prevents your saliva from remineralizing your teeth. So glycerin, glycerin's best, like if you're going to use it on your skin, but it's not good as in your toothpaste. So that's why we use the Simply Suni, and the xylitol is really good at keeping those bacteria from growing so fast overnight. So yeah, xylitol is amazing. I see in the chat, Koala says swish with half a teaspoon of xylitol after each meal. It's miraculous. But yeah, I know I can feel it's like getting really nice and hard right now.
Oh, cool. Oh, sorry. Wait, is there clay in your toothpaste? Someone's asked.
Okay, clay. I don't think so. I think they have a nano carbonate, but it's mostly xylitol and the nano carbonate. It depends on which one you get. They have a few different ones, but it's all vegan and natural, really simple ingredients. So really, really good. Yeah.
Does anybody else use? So I noticing my teeth weren't as great. They're much better. The more greens I do, oh my God, my teeth are so much better from all the minerals. But I thought I would give, I see so many people eating different diets, including raw, have really great benefits from the coconut oil pulling. I'm doing it like 1 to 2 times every day. And what I do notice, I will clean my teeth. Because I've done it after cleaning my teeth, and I've not always, sometimes I do it before, but I've done it after I've cleaned my teeth and after I've done my flossing, and I will gargle, like swish it, and so much more will come out. Like I cannot believe how much is actually being left in my mouth that I had no awareness of. Has anyone else done this or noticed benefits? I haven't been doing it long enough. Go for it.
Yeah.
Or Pico, whoever.
I tried it. I didn't see the notice. For me, Waterpik works the best.
Mm-hmm. Waterpik's
Okay.
really good too. I got one from Olivita. They have an olive oil version. I haven't
Yeah.
tried it yet, but the thing with the oil pulling, I have done it. I just can't commit to
I'm
it's
getting
like,
a bit like that. I'm at full capacity.
yeah.
Getting
I
a
know,
bit
right? I'm like, our bodies are a full-time job.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyone
Mm.
else tried the coconut oil?
I did, and I've stopped as well. I did it for a good year. I felt it made a difference. I saw more come out, but yeah, I wasn't enough to commit. But
The other thing I wanted to mention is what is really important, not just for my skin, but for my mood, my ability to do my job. When people say, oh my God, you're all glowy and you look amazing, it's always after this, is exercise. I cannot stress how much exercise I notice my skin looks hollow when I haven't brought blood to the surface. And so for me, exercise is something also that for skincare, mental health, like it's one of those other great, good sleep. Of course, all these things matter, but I did want to say how much my skin, I notice the days that I do like Pilates or running or walking, I get a glow, an extra glow.
Yes, totally.
got to be
I would
daily. You got to
say,
get the lymph moving, blood flowing every day. I do something, even a bit of strength every day.
yeah, totally. I will say the sauna helps me a lot.
Ooh, yes.
And then you remove the toxins and just like, well, I do the sauna and I do the workout inside the sauna, so it helps me a lot. Adding to what Lisa was saying, like don't forget to use your tongue scraper as you wake up. That helps a lot, and maybe that's the reason why I haven't seen so many of the extra things with the coconut oil pulling, because I usually do the tongue scraper, so I cannot tell the difference. But what I do with the coconut oil is I add a little bit of turmeric in it, and I mean it's yellow, of course, but it just feels good to me. It feels like clean. And the mouth tape that I use is this one.
Hang on.
It's Down to Earth is the brand, and I
Oh, those
Oh,
are
that's pretty
big.
big.
I like the big
Yes.
ones because then you
I
can put lip
recommend.
gloss on.
Yes, this is made from bamboo silk, and it feels so soft. My kids use it too, and I invited John to use it, and he likes it, but not as much. But it does makes the difference with your teeth health. Because of that reason, whenever you are exhausted or you have a problem with your breathing, it helps a lot, even on the posture.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So what about, have you noticed anything on your jaw health? Because you're supposed to get a receding jaw when you breathe through your mouth all the time. Like you get, instead of breathing through, having your jaw structure and holding you up, you're always breathing and pulling back, so you get the receding jaw. And a lot of people start taping just to get better breathing, you get better teeth health. But have you noticed like the structure of your face look different at all?
Not specifically. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Dulce.
No, you first.
Oh, I was going to say not specifically, but I haven't used it enough. And I'm still getting used to it because it's hard at night, in the middle of the night. Like sometimes I must do it in my sleep and I don't know. And I wake up and it's like folded up in the blankets or whatever. But yeah, I want to hear it, Dulce.
Yeah, well, this one it's I really like the brand. It was recommended by a friend that have done, like, she started with just the regular tape because she was suffering with the posture, and the hips were with some imbalance. So ended up with doing some myofascial stuff, and she really dived into it. So she recommended me this brand, and it's super soft. It's big enough for my mouth, and it stays the whole night, like the whole night. And even my kids, they usually, like, you can use it even twice, like for 2 nights. You can put it back. I don't. I just use it once, but I think you can use it like that. And for the jaw, I recommend some exercises that you can do with your fascia on top. You put your fingers and then you are kind of like spreading the top. One of the exercises as well that I like is to always try to leave your tongue on the roof, on the palatar, and that helps with the fascia and the um, like the way of breathing. I don't struggle with mouth breathing, but I am learning for one of my kiddos. He does, and I see his posture a little bit unbalanced. So I pay attention to those things. And I have seen a lot of people that have changed the whole structure of their teeth, which is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, the jaw is completely and directly like aligned, and your jaw health will be your hip health. Anytime when I was really, really sick, what was interesting because I had a disease in my hip, and if they ever did something to my jaw, like numbed my jaw for dental work, my whole hip would come back into alignment. And so we don't realize, and I'd get a whole lot of pain relief in my hip, but having that posture and the jaw, and they showed pictures of mouth breathers, children, and they just showed, especially children who are developing, and their whole chin just kept coming back and gets really, really weak. Whereas you want a strong jaw, basically holding everything up instead of it all coming all the way back, because you're like breathing in. So it's all these things, right? But then I always feel maybe we're called to different things at different times to work on different things, because there's only so many hours in a day, guys.
I know, right?
Yeah. There is. Okay, and we've finished. Have we finished? Oh, if we've gone overtime. Sorry, I didn't even realize we've gone way over time here. This is one of the most amazing videos I feel like I've been part of, because there's so much information in here, and I'm hoping, because each person has a whole set of things that they use, I am going to put a Google link on my page and put everybody's on separate Google pages, so you can go across. It'll be so much to have all of this underneath one video, and I'll give it to everybody so you can put it with the video as well. But that won't be instantly, but we'll get it all there for you guys. But thank you, ladies. I have learned so much.
So much fun.
you.
That was so great. I am so inspired to do so many things, and I'm so happy with this. Like, I was plastic piece, do I throw it away? But this feels good.
You won't get bored with it.
Good for you. Okay, guys, and the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle is on right now. It's on till the 11th of May. Most of us here have books or courses and recipes in the bundle. It's $50. It's worth $1,500, and it's worth checking out. And there's different links below for this bundle. Go support your favorite creator. You'll be whose link you decide to use next to someone's name. You'll be supporting them. That's why there's different links. And and also under these videos, if you have any ideas what you'd love to see, because this is usually more of a podcast form where we talk more on hormones and women's health, but we're up for everything, as you can see. So let us know below if there's any topics you'd like us to do next month. So thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
That was
you.
fun.
Bye. Love you guys.
Love you.
You too.